Hello. I want to talk to you a minute about the markets that have been shockingly volatile lately. Get used to it. It's just the way it's going to be. I have talked about this a little bit in the past. Last week, we had some unpredictable things happen and the stock market dropped. Flight to safety into the bond market, which made yields drop for a very brief period of time. And that's something that you need to be prepared for when you're ready to buy a home or refinance. And when I say ready, if it's even 6 months down the road, you're thinking about it. So to me, that's getting ready. Be ready. You need to be ready to take advantage or seize the opportunity for when the rates happen to drop to where you want them to be or as close as they can be. So on Monday or Tuesday, I forget what day it was, the stock market dropped. There was people actually saying this is a black swan event, completely unprecedented. It had to do with the whole AI controversy, which I won't get into right now. And all of a sudden we had this window, very short window. So if you're looking at buying a home, whether it's an investment property, a second home, your first home, or refinancing so you can get some of that credit card debt paid off, then be prepared and be ready. We have never had more different sources of income to look at as mortgage brokers ever. And that's due to 2020, a lot of people changing the way they work. Some people have two or three jobs now that they do. All of that takes time for us to analyze and make sure that we can get you qualified. And what we do with that is we'll get a verification of employment. We'll try to get a good idea of what are your average hours a week. And do you have commission pay on top of your base pay? Do you have some other kind of pay? And believe me, I'm seeing all sorts of descriptions for how people are getting paid. Some of those we can't use. We had one the other day where the employer said this is commission, but then they also wrote into the verification of employment that it had to do with health, not healthcare. It was a wellness stipend, is what they called it. And they said, we're going to pay an extra percentage of income that can be earned every month, and you can spend it any way you want. That doesn't quite fit commission like somebody who does sales. It's really an arbitrary, how do they decide whether you were wellness enough to earn this income? It's too vague. We couldn't use it. So that's why you need to be prepared. You need to be ready for rate swings, market swings, stock market dropping, bond market improving. And by doing that, you should have your income and everything else analyzed 100%. Start right now collecting your pay stubs, or you have them on a website. Start saving your last few pay stubs. Start, pulling together your W-2s. Look at your pay stubs. Look for anything, you know how you get paid, but anything that's not typical overtime, base pay. There's spiffs based on how many appliances you sell at a furniture store or a Home Depot. There's so many different kinds of income, and you need to pull together your income, submit your application, which doesn't cost anything, and let somebody analyze it. Let somebody like me, who's got the past underwriting background, still underwriting, just don't have lending authority now. And I can go through all your documentation and I can go, okay, this looks good. This looks good. This I need to find out more about. Now I'm going to take it to an investor, and I have like countless lenders and investors that I can put loans through. One investor lender may have a more open mind to the income I'm trying to use than another one. That's why I love being a broker. I don't have one source. I have many sources. And sometimes I can be more convincing with one underwriter than another underwriter. And they all know I've been an underwriter once they get to know me. They check out my LinkedIn profile. And that gives me a step up on credibility as far as talking it out. So that's all I can say to you is encourage you again. Be ready for the opportunities, because I believe that this year, stock market, bond market are going to be volatile. Things are going to happen continually. I've written a couple of articles on this in my LinkedIn newsletter. And one of them, I talked about the Black Swan author, and he talks about the Black Swan event versus the Gray Swan event. Both are important. The Black Swan event is more compared to the 2008 crisis, the COVID-19 crisis. Whereas a gray swan, people are ooh, like right now, gray swan. Everyone's going, okay, I'm not sure about this AI situation. Is China's AI really that much better than ours? Are we going to lose a lot of money? Did we invest in something that was overvalued? I don't know. But that would be a gray swan now because it's being talked about a lot. Black swan, no one saw it coming. So keep it in mind. I'm here to help. I am working on a first time home buyer thing that would help just about anybody that wants to apply for a loan because applying for mortgage loans has changed quite a bit. And again, income sources have changed drastically. That's what I'm here to help you with, as well as watching the markets. So I hope you'll subscribe and I hope you'll reach out to me if you have any questions, and especially to just get started, get pre approved. We'll pull your credit, we'll analyze your income, we'll tell you where you stand. And that's what I'm here for. And that's all I had to say today. So have a good rest of the first week of February.